Glad to have you back. You're still watching Newsnight here on Arise News. Ahead of the 2027 elections, Rivers State People's Democratic Party (PDP) National Assembly caucus members have declared support for the President, Bola Tinubu. 9 of the 12 caucus members expressed their support for President Tinubu in a statement by the caucus leader, Senator Mpigi. They cited the successes of Tinubu's renewed hope agenda as the most compelling factor, just as they praised his economic policies aimed at revamping the nation's economy. Mpigi said the president's economic policy is targeted at repositioning the once moribund economy through his renewed hope agenda. The 9 members, who were loyalists of Federal Capital Territory Minister Mpigi, called on all Nigerians to support the consolidation of the renewed hope agenda by re-electing the president.
Now, having carefully reviewed the President's economic policy, which are targeted at repositioning our once moribund economy through his renewed hope agenda, we have come to the conclusion that President's economic plan is the surest way out of our economic, social, and economic morals. Further, our assessment is firm that the President's renewed hope agenda is very much on track with already visible results and credible basis that offers greater improvement in the economic well-being of Nigerians if given the time necessary. The crux of this press briefing is, 1, to remind Nigerians that in 2023, we work assiduously under the leadership of Nyesom Wike for the election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we were victorious in the assignment. 2, as members of the National Assembly from Rivers State, we declare unequivocally our unconditional resolve to work again for the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027.
Well, Senator Mpigi, who is the leader of the Rivers National Assembly caucus, joins us live from Port Harcourt. Glad to have you join us, Senator.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, one does really wonder. You're in the PDP, you're supporting the APC, or the leader of the APC. One wonders, where does that leave the PDP? Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
I said, you are of the PDP caucus. You're supporting APC, the leader, Tinubu. And one is wondering, where does that leave the PDP as a party and you as a member of that party? Senator Mpigi, I hope you can hear me.
Yeah,
hello?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For the purposes of clarity, I am Senator Mpigi Baranada. I represent the good people of Rivers Southeast Senatorial District, and I'm also the chairman of the Rivers Caucus in the 10th Senate and by extension the National Assembly. Well, the question you have just asked is like asking me if a good soup is cooked. Is that soup tasty enough? It depends on the ear, on the mouth that is tasting it. But I can say, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the man that is piloting the affairs of this country, we have tested him, and it's like a very good soup. And you know, the mouth and the hands that will go towards it will be so many. We, no matter where I'm coming from, like you rightfully said, that a member of the People's Democratic Party, in 2023, our leader, Nyesom Wike, canvassed a mass in the state for the support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, stating that we need a Southern presidency. Of course, in Rivers State, we work assiduously, and that was achieved. As a member of PDP, of which I looked at it as being a vehicle. But what we know and what we really want to achieve is that if somebody is dancing very well and the music is so sweet, maybe within the neighborhood and the extension of people around, that music will be asked to be repeated. And that's exactly what we are seeing in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are saying that 4 years of his service is not enough to complete all the numerous projects. And it's not because I'm a party man. I'm talking as a Nigerian. If you look at the legacy projects that have been on ground, especially the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, this project cannot be finished within 4 years. The Badagry-Sokoto Superhighway, this project cannot be finished within 4 years. And such a man that has taken, can we say, the bull by the horn to this extent, I don't understand why Nigerians at this point in time will be looking at an alternative platform or an alternative candidate that will run such an election. We, as members of the Rivers National Assembly members, we have totally taken a decision to work assiduously without any reservation. We will campaign, we will go to all nooks and crannies of our state to make sure we support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu under the commander
the
of
Senator.
our leader.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, from what I'm hearing you say, and Nigerians out there, you're saying that PDP will not present a presidential candidate come 2027, or that if they present one, you will not support your party's candidate. Is that what you're saying?
Well, let me first of all answer you, because there are two things here. If you can hear me, there are two things there. One is the issue of supporting a candidate. The second one, talking about People's Democratic Party. I and my colleagues who are members of the caucus, definitely, we have drawn our support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And we have also called, not only on People's Democratic Party, we have also called on other political parties that this man, that is the current president of this country, that the man is performing excellently, and that because he's doing very well, scoring A1 in most of the areas, including the economy, that they should not at all present candidate at all. And that if they have such an intention, they should drop it. Because definitely, looking at what is happening in the country, we can use our eyes totally to know and to tell people what is going on. Within the South-South, almost all the states in the South-South now are drumming their support for Mr. President. I'm also counting within the Southwest, the same thing is happening. It's also going to happen within the Southeast. And in such a case, if the southern part of the country puts their heads together with the middle belt of the North Central, I don't think anywhere is left. It is not a matter of political party at this point in time, but I think this man has done very well.
Okay.
And Nigerians, including us, are totally in his support. So if the People's Democratic Party thinks they want to present a candidate, I and my colleagues in Rivers State will not vote for any of their candidates. We will not vote for any of their candidates.
Okay, so what do you call this? I've heard of the phrase anti-party, and I've heard of the phrase party supremacy. What do you then call this? Is this not anti-party? Where does that leave the supremacy of the party? And if you, for example, who is a PDP member, is chosen to represent your party as a candidate, will you tell the rest of the people to still vote for Tinubu?
I can answer you this question straight because there's a very great difference between defection and support. Now, changing batting in terms of war can lead to what we call defection. On the other hand, support entails going from one corner, one ward to the other, gathering, asking people to vote for a candidate of my choice. I am from the southern part of this country, and as a southerner, for now, and as a Nigerian, I know Tinubu has canvassed and has gone ahead to all the 36 states of this country. I don't think the party supremacy will be something that will affect my vote. Myself and my colleagues of the National Assembly from Rivers State, we have taken these decisions, and I'm quite sure if you want to know, a lot of things will unfold weeks and days ahead that we're expecting more things will happen in terms of our further decision. But whatever it is, we are totally in support of Mr. President, and we are working assiduously with our leader, the Minister of the FCT, because with what he is doing and what we have seen that is going on in Abuja, especially in FCT, I think we are satisfied and there is no going back in supporting Mr. President. I don't want to look at the party supremacy as being something that will affect us. Our decisions have been taken and there is no going back in supporting Mr. President come 2027.
All right. I think you're 12 in this caucus. Only 9 supports this move. Where does that leave the rest of you? I think it's about 3. Could we call that there's division in your camp? And can we say from what is happening that PDP as a party is dead? And think about the dangers, if you like, of a one-party state in the country, where people have no choice of parties to select from.
Well, it depends on how the leader, the man that is steering the ship, is playing. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with all the good performances and all the things that he's doing in the country, will lead Nigeria to a one-party state, so be it. I and my colleagues from Rivers State, for those of them that appear today, we are intact. Mind you, we have 13 in the House of Representatives, and we have 3 of us in the Senate. Some people have traveled out of town. Some people have gone out on their oversight. But for those of us that were on ground today, we took a shot, and we've taken our decisions. I'm sure by the time any other person is spoken to about this decision, I think it's going to be in affirmative. Rivers, we have done our thing the way we want to do. If others think they want to have a dissenting voice, normally in a caucus, the majority must always have their way. And I think we have had our way. Any other person that wants to have a dissenting voice, let's see. But the truth about Rivers State is that we have a commander, and if that commander gives a command, of which today he has not even asked us either to go left or right, but we have taken this decision as a caucus, and that decision is what will definitely lead us to the promised land. I'm sure days ahead, it will go beyond just us taking these decisions. Other Rivers people who definitely have seen the good intention and the good plan of Mr. President will definitely take the same decision we have taken.
All right.
And like I've earlier said, there is no going back.
All right.
Mr. President should be able to be given an opportunity to do more and to complete all these legacy projects that he has put in on ground in this country.
All right. Thank you so much, Senator Mpigi, leader of the Rivers National Assembly Caucus, joining us live from Port Harcourt. Thank you.